Parents, what's the wildest thing you've seen another parent allow? I was volunteering at my daughter's elementary school carnival when I witnessed something that still haunts me 5 years later. It was a blazing hot Saturday in June, the kind of heat that makes asphalt bubble and turns playground equipment into branding irons. I'd been assigned to the dunk tank, refilling water cups and making sure kids stayed behind the throwing line. That's when I noticed him. A boy, maybe 7 years old, dragging his right leg as he moved through the crowd. His face was alarmingly red, his hair plastered to his forehead with sweat. What caught my attention wasn't his limping. It was the heavy winter coat he wore, black wool buttoned to his chin, in 96-degree heat. I scanned for a parent, assuming someone would notice his obvious distress. The boy collapsed near the cotton candy stand. I abandoned my post immediately, rushing to where he lay motionless on the scorching pavement. His skin was hot to the touch. When I tried to unbutton his coat, his eyes flew open in panic. "No," he whispered. "Dad says I have to wear it all day." A man appeared beside us, smiling pleasantly. He wore crisp khakis and a polo shirt, looking perfectly comfortable in the heat. "Is there a problem?" he asked, voice controlled but eyes cold. "Your son collapsed," I said. "He needs to take this coat off immediately. He's overheating." The father's smile never wavered. "He lost his coat twice this year. This is a natural consequence. He needs to learn responsibility." I stared in disbelief. "He needs an ambulance. This isn't a consequence. It's torture." The school principal approached, drawn by the commotion. The father switched tactics instantly. "My son has a rare condition," he explained smoothly. "The coat helps regulate his temperature. Please don't interfere with his medical care." The principal hesitated. I didn't. "That's a lie," I said, already dialing 911. "I'm a pediatric nurse. This child is suffering from heat exhaustion, possibly headed toward heat stroke." The father's face transformed from concerned parent to something darker. "This is my child," he hissed. "Not yours. And that's a crime," I replied, pointing to my phone. "I'm reporting it." The paramedics arrived within minutes. The boy's temperature was 104.3. As they loaded him into the ambulance, the father tried to follow. A police officer blocked his path. "Sir, I need to ask you some questions first." I learned later that this wasn't the first lesson the father had forced on his son. Teachers had reported suspicious bruises. The school counselor had noted concerning behaviors. But the father was a generous donor to the school, and his wife sat on the board of education. Everyone had looked the other way. The next day, I submitted my resignation from the PTA and filed a formal complaint against the principal for endangering a child. 3 other parents joined me. The boy was placed with his grandmother while his father underwent evaluation. The principal took early retirement. Sometimes protecting children means standing up to other adults, even when it costs you social standing, friendship, or comfort. When people ask why I left the PTA of our prestigious school district, I tell them the truth. I couldn't be part of a community that valued donations over a child's safety. 6 months later, I saw the boy at the park with his grandmother. He wore a light t-shirt and played tag with other children, his right leg still dragging slightly, but his face bright with laughter. That's when I knew I'd made the right choice.